Hey, good morning, fellas. Today we're going to be doing meter, a new meter install and new main panel. Right now, I'm going to have to uh, put in a couple ground rods for the grounding and bonding system. So I called Centerpoint. They came and outlined where the water line and electrical lines are. So the transformer is right up there. So it comes down somewhere over here, runs up here to the meter. So what I'm gonna do is put my ground rods right in between here. And I'm also wanting to insert a little portion of the NEC that covers the ground rod, the spacing, and the ground wire. So here you can see that the ground rod needs to be 8 feet in length and 8 feet down into the earth. And the spacing has to be at least 6 feet from each ground rod. And so here, since I'm using a 4-aught aluminum for my hots and my neutral, I need a number 4 ground wire, and that has to be continuous. So there's two sides to a ground rod. This side, see how it's pointy at the end? That's going to go in the ground. This is a 5/8 copper. This is the other end. This is what's going to go level or right underneath the grass. So we're going to go that way, down like this. Probably come out over here, and we're gonna go from here and then another one 6 feet away. So right now I drove the ground rod in a little bit. It's 8-foot ground rod, probably went in about a couple feet. So what you do is you get water, and the ground's already moist, but pour some water on the ground rod, let it soak up on the bottom, and you keep shoving it up and down, and it'll go in. So right now we're about maybe 6 feet high, maybe a little over. We'll see what we get. Okay, so we got it pretty deep now, just from the water and shoving it down. So now I'm gonna use the sledgehammer. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit, put some more water, and hit it with the sledge. Almost there. Okay, so we got one down. It's below grade level. Got a little trench dug in up there. So go to the panel. And the other one we're gonna put down over there has to be no less than 6 feet away. So the rod's 8 feet. I just laid it across and went up 8 feet away, more than 6, so we're good. So I'm gonna go after that one. So this is how far I got by hand. I'm gonna use the rest with the sledgehammer. All you're really doing is picking it up and pushing it back down. You want to make sure the ground is moist. You want to use some water, just pour it on there. And if you're gonna do a bunch of these, I would suggest getting a hammer drill. But I don't really do too much, so I don't need it. Okay, I got this second one in. Finished off with the sledge. Probably need a bigger sledge. So what I'm gonna do is dig a little trench from here, connect the ground to there, go up a wall with PVC to a new panel, and that will take care of the grounding system. So I'll show you the ground that I'm using and how I sized it per the NEC. But I'm using a number 4 bare copper, and it's continuous, meaning it's not spliced. It'll be all continuous from here up into the new panel. Okay, so this is the ground I'm gonna be using, number 4 solid copper, and these are the Kearneys. So the screw, when you tighten it down, it will hit the ground rod first, and then the ground wire will be at the end. So it'll be screw, ground rod, ground wire. I'll show you how that's set up. So one Kearney there, one Kearney over there, and then up to the new panel. This is how I have the ground. So screw, ground rod, and then ground wire. So I got it tucked in the grass, dug a little trench, pushed it in. Now I'm gonna tighten it up. Okay, So I got it tight. Now I'm gonna tuck that ground in that trench, and then I'll show you how I make up that other end over there. Okay, so this is how I do this one. I just put a little loop in it, continuous, that's tight. I'm gonna tuck it in there and leave it for right now till I get the panel changed and I bring it up in PVC. And I'll just lay this down flat, refill this hole back up a little bit. I gotta let the inspector check it out. And here's the finished product. Got the PVC up with the straps and the inner system bonding device right below the panel.